Okay, so this is my first video in English. I have a bunch of videos, martial arts tutorials in Japanese with English subtitles already. So if you want to see some interesting stuff, go check those out. But this one is in English. Probably the worst time to make a video after 3 months of the coronavirus. I've been working my butt off trying to keep my businesses alive. Haven't done a lick of training. My upper body's shrunk while my midsection has expanded. My hair hasn't been cut in 3 months. I got no stamina, stiff as a board, and I'm really starting to feel my age. So probably the worst shape of my life, the worst time to make a video like this. But I had the time and I had the inclination, so I thought, what the hell? Let's make a video. 25 plus years of martial arts training, from Taekwondo to Clinching to Muay Thai to Kudo, which is MMA, BJJ, Capoeira, a bunch of stuff. And I'm at an age now where I've retired from competing and I just want to share what I've learned. So hopefully you'll get something out of this. This is not a video for beginners, okay? If you're a beginner, you should go watch some other tutorial about, techniques, how to kick, how to punch. This one's more about strategies, concepts, things that you want to apply in your fighting and your sparring, but how to practice them on a heavy bag. And that's important. And it's not so much a technical video, how to, it's more of concepts and strategies. But I think there's a lot that you can get out of this for like intermediate to advanced level guys who are serious about competing. So check it out. And if you like it, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for some more. Okay, so I'm just gonna hit the bag like I always do and just stop every now and then and explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I haven't put any planning into this. I'm just going to do what I always do. There's bound to be a lot of stuff I can talk about. All right. Okay, so a lot of things going on there. For one, I'm creating angles. Okay, I'm not standing in front of the bag and just hitting it and returning the stance. I'm hitting and I'm moving. I'm hitting and I'm moving. Creating angles. You always got to try to get out of the habit of fighting in these straight lines. Okay? Create an angle where you're in a safer position and your opponent's defenses are exposed. Okay, another thing. After I'm hitting, I'm moving my head. Make this a habit. Every time you punch, finish a combination. Well, one thing, you either gotta pull your hand straight back to your guard, ready to block, or you gotta move your head. Don't just throw a combination and stop, especially with your hands down here, okay? You gotta be hands back up, ready for the guy. He's gonna hit back, okay? Or slip, attack, defense. Sandbag or a heavy bag is not just about attacking. Whatever you do, whether it's shadow boxing, pads, sparring, heavy bag, always do both defense and offense. Don't just focus on your offense. What we're doing here is we are programming patterns of movement into our body memory. Okay? Let me say that again. We're programming patterns of movement into our body memory. That's important. Okay? So, whatever you do, you've got to be training your body to move the way you want to move when you fight. So when you're hitting the heavy bag, okay, sure. Bags don't hit back. Bags don't hit back. But you got to pretend you're in front of an actual opponent, and you've got to train your body to move the way you want to move when you're fighting, and that means you got to defend yourself. So your attack, move. Okay. Ready for that punch that comes back after your kick. Okay, he blocks your kick and he fires back at you. Flip it. Okay, attack, defense, attack, defense. And always try to finish with defense. Is a good plan. So if I go 1, 2, 3, move, defend. 1, 2, 1. You can defend moving your head, blocking with your hands, or scooping out of range. Okay, moving on. Okay. Varying the height of your attacks. So don't just throw everything head high. Vary your height so you high, middle, high, low, middle, high, low, high, middle. Keep your opponent guessing. It's hard to block everywhere at once. So if you're just hitting high, it's easy to defend. But if you're up, down, middle, up, down, all over the place, it's a lot harder for your opponent. And it makes him easier to confuse and easier to catch him and find a spot where his defense is weak. Okay? So vary your heights in your combination. Okay, another defensive move I use a lot is cover blocking. I call this cover blocking. Okay, so I throw a jab, a cover, because your opponent's going to fire back at you. It happens all the time. You throw a jab, he jabs back. Okay, boom, boom, or he throws a hook at you. So I put my head inside, and that prepares my hips to throw a powerful hook. So I go bam, 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 move out. Or 1, 2, 1, 2, cover, boom, boom. Okay, get in the habit of getting your head inside your guard after your punch. And it's not lifting your arms as much as it is putting your head, crunching your belly to get your head inside your guard with minimal arm movement. If you're moving your arms too much, you're exposing yourself. If you have to move your arm up, here's exposed. Okay, so instead of doing this, you do this. Okay, less movement, more protection. Okay. Okay, doubling up your kicks. throwing a single kick can be predictable, so double them up, 2 at a time. Different heights, low, high. Get in the habit, practice throwing successive kicks. Low, middle, high. One I like to do is throw a low kick into a left middle kick because it eliminates the switch step and you get your opponent thinking about blocking the low kick and he's not so capable of defending the middle. So the low kick is the setup. A fast one. Okay, that's a favorite. All right. Using your push kick. Push the bag, make it swing. Okay, so imagine it's an opponent coming towards you. Use your push kick to stop them. This is how you control the range. Boom! As he moves forward, stop him. Boom! Control the range. Boom! Boom! This also helps with your balance. The bag's heavy. If your balance is bad, it's going to push you away. So it forces you to really use your hips to power into it and stop it. Okay? Once you have a good push kick, it's a great setup for a lot of other stuff. You can use fakes off your push kick to land punches, to land kicks. It's just such an essential tool. And it's an essential punch defense tool. So the easiest punch defense is a push kick. Someone comes to punch you, control the range with a push kick. Your leg's longer than his arm. Stop him with a push kick and his arms won't reach you. You don't even have to defend with your head movement or your arms. That's what the push kick is, one of the main uses of it that people don't seem to realize. And they don't use it. It's a waste. It's such a good weapon. Defensive and offensive. Okay? So use it to set stuff up. Okay? Push kick. Okay, push kick feint. He reactively drops his hands, elbow over the top. Alright. Push kick feint into a right knee. Okay. Push kick feint into a back spinning elbow. Maybe he stops when you go to do the push kick. Alright. Push kick feint into a back kick. Alright. The push kick feint. Step down, turning your leg across the front of your body, making it easy to spin and throw a back kick. It's a great setup for a back kick. I like to hit the back kick right into the liver here with my heel. It's the most effective, I find. Okay. Another one off the back kick. After you throw a few back kicks at your opponent, right? Get him used to seeing that movement, hitting him in the body, right? Okay? And it's going to make him start dropping his hands. It's just a reaction. And that's when you hit him with the back fist. couple of back kicks is a great setup for a back twist, spinning back twist. Works every time. Okay. Hopping on your base leg on your middle kick. If you're in close, you're trying to throw a middle kick, you're too crowded, it's hard to land, you can get countered easily. Okay? So what you do is, if you're in close, you hop on your base foot out to create distance as you kick. You're still twisting, you're still getting the same hip movement. You're just hopping to the side or out or back. Okay? This is such a good tool. You're able to adjust the length of your kicks to your opponent advancing in on you. Okay, he thinks he's gonna rush you, crowd your kicks. Other guys will try to do that. If you're trying to kick, he'll rush in, try and crowd you, stop you, jam you. So you learn how to adjust your distance with your base leg, hopping out or creating angles, hopping to the side. Okay, up a switch leg too. Switch leg, moving back. So you're moving back as you switch. Okay, adjusting your kick with the movement of your base foot. Very important concept. Great way to get your kicks to counter punches. Okay. All right. Okay. Fakes. Now you may say, hey, you can't fake a bag. You ain't falling for nothing. But you gotta practice doing feints in your combination. Make it instinctive, just something you do. You throw fakes. So do it with everything. When you shadow, when you hit the bag. I know, I'm saying it again because it's important. So, fake the jab and then throw it. Jab, eh? Fake. Fake. Okay? Throw a middle kick. Okay? Fake. Boom. Push kick. Okay? Boom. Switch and punch, then kick. Use your fakes and feints, practice them. Drill them into your body, man. Okay? Okay, that's a faking around kick, stepping in, left middle. You get rid of the switch step, he goes and block your right leg, you hit him with the left instead. And you're able to move in if he moves back. Okay. What else we got? Okay. Okay. Clinching. Another thing. You might say, what? You can't clinch a bag? Sure you can. You can practice some of your techniques on a bag for sure. What I like to do in the clinch is a inner thigh bump, inner thigh bump, where I pull my opponent as I knock the inside of their thigh with my leg. Boom! Turn them around, off balance, and then knee them. So I do that on the bag. When I clinch, I get one hand high, holding the neck, one hand down, controlling the arm or the hips, okay? And I bump it, and turn, and then this, okay? Okay, you can practice those techniques on the bag. You should practice them. Okay. Holding the position of your kick after you kick, a middle kick. Why? Because guys love to catch kicks. So you gotta have a plan when your kick gets caught. Now, one thing you can do is focus on retracting your leg as fast as you can after you kick. Make it harder to catch. Okay, so you kick, back to stance as fast as you can. It's a good habit to have anyway. Getting back into stance. Don't like kick, and then be lazy about your retraction. Get back into stance, right? Focus on pulling it back. Okay? The other opposite is also useful. Holding the kick. When it gets caught, bump! Holding your balance. Maintaining balance. Use one hand on the bag like you're holding their head or covering. Put your shin against your opponent and push your hips forward into him. Extend your hips. Turn your body sideways and balance. This is important so you don't lose balance when your kick gets caught. I use this all the time. These guys would love to catch my kicks. So I was known as a kicker. So, boom, boom. Okay, he catches the kick. You put all your weight on him. You control your balance. He drops the kick. Bang. You counter. Okay, both legs, right? Okay, there are a few things to think about in your heavy bag practice. And one last thing. This is one of the things that made me do this video in the first place. Hit the damn bag, okay? The video I saw, the guy was saying some things which I agreed with, but then his demonstration on the heavy bag was like pitter-patter, tip-tap in the bag. The heavy bag is a tool to develop stamina, to develop power and technique, okay? Hit the bag. Put some metal into it, right? Don't just tap at it. There's no point in that. You gotta learn how to drive with your feet, with your hips, power your punches. Okay? Do it with some intention. Don't just tap at it. Sure, you can mix up strong and light techniques. That is a good strategy, okay? So, just tap, 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 boom! But make sure there's a power shot in there, okay? Don't just tap away at it all the time. You're not making use of this tool. Okay. All right. That's it for me. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. If you did, hit the like button. And if you want to see more, subscribe.